Greetings everybody, it's Emily from Pages and Ink, and today I will be doing my book talk on Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. So this was given to me by my friend Tyler on Tumblr, also known as Wear the Old Coat, which she got from Barnes & Noble in New York. And I have been told repeatedly that I should read it and it's like the best thing ever, and I'm not gonna disagree. But it also isn't my favorite thing ever. It's really well written though. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I will share with you why. So after I read it, it was difficult to kind of put my thoughts together because I'm not a very big contemporary reader, and this is definitely contemporary. I'm the kind of person that likes either magic or like survival kinds of stories, so like high fantasy or dystopians. And so contemporary is just kind of like out there. But I do try to read some contemporary because they're definitely popular in the YA world, and there are a lot of contemporary that are actually really interesting. For this book, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars because there are still some things that were a little disconnected for me, and I don't mean elements of the book itself, like plot elements and stuff. I mean like a disconnect between me and the characters. For example, I am a white heteroromantic female and not a Mexican or half. No, yeah, he's Mexican. I was like half Mexican, but I think that's Dante. I think. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a minority of any kind, and I'm not gay. So it was hard to connect to some of the cultural aspects as well as, you know, the struggling to be who you are. So yeah, that was kind of difficult. But there were some problems that I could relate to. Hold on. I'm looking at my notes to make sure that I'm following a good path, and I'm like confused. Hold on. Okay, good. So there are some things that I can relate to, and it's like not having any friends beyond like work or school. For me, it's work because I took a semester off, so school's just kind of been. And actually, weirdly enough, I actually miss going to school. I don't know why. I think it's more of the people and the learning and less of the tests. But anyway. I do really like how the story is written because it gives us a glimpse of Ari that we don't get to see him give to the other characters. You know, when he's unhappy with Dante, he'll pretend like things are fine, and then we know that he's just kind of like, meh. You know, I don't know if I explained that very well, but one of the things that I had written down in my notes was Ari doesn't always tell the truth about what he's feeling, he keeps it locked inside, and as the readers, we get access to that, whereas the characters in the books do not. I also like how the story flows. It's very smooth. Like, there aren't very many like choppy parts where it slows down or it speeds up so fast that you get to the next page and you don't even remember what happened on the page before because it was like done, different. Another thing that I wrote down was some things that I wish I saw in the book. For example, Ari going to see his brother Bernardo in prison, because we don't get to see that, and that's like a very big thing that Ari has been struggling with, is not knowing who his brother is. So I feel like maybe we could get like a novella or even just like a small chapter snippet thing. But at the same time, I'm not sure it's a good idea because of the reason that Bernardo is actually in prison. You know, having Ari and maybe even Dante going with Ari probably wouldn't be the best thing. I also like the relationship between Ari and Dante even before it really became anything very big. Although it was kind of weird for me to read the story this way because I was aware before I read it that there was something between Ari and Dante, and I thought it would be like the whole book. But it's not. So if you're expecting that when you read it, don't expect it. It might ruin it for you. It didn't for me, but I'm a different kind of reader than you might be. They suit each other very well, but and they know like a lot about each other, but there's still a lot to learn, and I think that's really good for these characters in the story. You know, there were things that I really liked about the book, which I said. I'm like trying to think, because that's all my notes, but I'm trying to think of more of the things that I could talk about. Like, yeah, I guess that's all I can really talk about. It's been actually a couple weeks since I've read it. I've been meaning to do this book talk, and I haven't really done it. So it's more of a short book talk. And I'm sorry. But I will be doing my next book talk on a book that I enjoyed immensely and will probably have more to talk about, and I also read it more recently. So do not hate me for this short book talk. I apologize. I do definitely recommend that if you like contemporary, you give it a shot if you haven't already read it, because it's fantastic and you might enjoy it, you know? So that's all I have for you for this video. I will see you guys in a little bit, or maybe next week. And I wish you happy reading, and I will see ya. Thank you so much for watching.